So we had a question about potty training and the use of bells. This is basically where owners will train their dog to tap a bell that's hanging on the door. And when the dog taps the bell, it signifies to the owner it needs to go potty, and the owner comes running. Once it hears it, opens up the door, and in a perfect world, the dog will go potty outside and come back inside. In a perfect world, this is usually not the case. Some people might have success with bell training, but a lot of people struggle, and we usually hear from the people that are struggling. And some of the more frequent complaints are that on cold days, on rainy days, the dog is choosing not to tap the bell and just going around the house. Because why go outside when you've got this nice warm carpet over here and I don't have to get wet? Or we hear the dog's tapping the bell because it knows it gets a treat outside, so it's going outside just to get the treat. It's not pottying, it's playing, it's eating snow, it's doing anything but pottying. Then it comes back in and, oh, I forgot I needed to potty. It's 10 minutes later. Oh, I'm nice and comfy now. I'm just gonna go in this corner. These are some of the complaints we hear. Ultimately, we don't recommend bell training at all. Number one, it's putting so much responsibility on the dog. And that is putting a lot of faith in your dog that it's going to do the right thing. What we suggest and what we find works, and I know it works because every dog is successful and they figure out our routine within that first week of the board and train, in setting a feeding schedule and potty schedule, where you say every day you're going to eat at this time, we're going to let you out at this time, and then this time, and then in between those times you're providing structure where you are not giving your dog an opportunity to roam the house and have accidents. Potty training is a side effect of structure. Too much freedom usually leads to accidents, especially in young puppies. Again, because it's convenient. Why would they want to go outside when they can just go right here? It's nice and warm in here. My owner will clean it up. This is why crate training is so important. And an appropriate sized crate will potty train a dog because it's going to teach them to hold it. Typically, dogs will not potty and don't want to potty where they're laying and eating. This is why we also recommend to feed in the crate. Too big of a crate, they'll go at one end and lay at the other. This is why the size is so important. So, in between feeding, potties, walks, something you're doing with your dog directly, they're going to be in their crate during the potty training period. And this is actually the best thing for them because it does not take long at all. We've potty trained dogs in 2 days with this method. And imagine, I mean, my gosh, we've got dogs at our house all the time. Imagine if we tried bell training, the bell would be going off all day and we would have accidents to clean up all day. So instead, the dogs come here and they never have to worry about letting us know if they need a potty because their needs are already taken care of by us. We're always a step ahead. And this is what we recommend with owners as well, and that's why we never recommend the bell.